Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He's going to rifle one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The Hall of Famer Kevin Green in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Kevin Green there brings him down. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. See, I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the gun, here's Newton. Johnson's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's a tip, buddy. Gun. Great.
Newton on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Position on. Mike 45. Bring it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And some space here. And he will bring this. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Gun.
On first down, Newton. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Newton. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
20. Mike, 45. Cut.
Throwing again. Newton. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mike, 45. Come on, D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown. In for the score. They widen their lead. Great corner route there. Now turn it upfield and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Let's go, defense.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Coming to you.
They'll run with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football.
Yellow, I'm the little lady. 55. Slip. 43. Check, check. Lucky. 57. Check.
On first down, Peyton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What? Twist. 15. Check 99. Check 99. Shift. Hey. Right side. Check 24. Watch 24. Right side.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
45. 15. Slam. Yellow. Check 24. Check 26. Right side.
Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 12. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, Newton, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Take breath. 58, Mike. Here we go, D. Great.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, oh, they won't be.
And he will take it across for a pitch. Touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, this is blocked. The Bears pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Operating from the gun. Newton complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Devin Hester, the intended receiver.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
11 yards and a Panther first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Great. Watch, quick. 8. Short. Express. I got it.
Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. 20. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
From the gun, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
And the Panthers first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20. Gun.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Alpha. Mike, 45. Oh, you got deep? 15. He's coming, double up.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't got nothing. 8.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This one taken in by Hester. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Mahomes now to throw, and he's going to go down again. Kevin Green able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early. It's still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? I like the design of that play, or shall I say, the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that?
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they get to Newton and take him down out for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
He's crashed. 50 X, come on. 50. I got you, son.
Operating from the gun. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Next to score, Panthers 18, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Mahomes now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Down left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
45 to the mark. Here we go. And Ripple is.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punt.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 84 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Clark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
59 mark, check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Julius Peppers. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the 2nd half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check. Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 30 on second down, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a guy who played 4 years for the Bears, Julius Peppers. His 2nd sack of the night. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. To throw is Newton. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, the 30. good. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2.
Yellow.
A toss running left. Peyton, and he is not going to get there. Boy, even with a Hall of Famer carrying the ball, the defense comes up big, and the try for 2 is thwarted. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Right there. 66.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Unit is. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Cunningham to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. Again at 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Check safety, check safety. Switch.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. Flush to his right. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down, and it's picked up by the Panthers. 30, 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. The Charger drive about to get going.
Check 52.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Yo! 45.
Here's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Great. Express. Down to lose. That's rock now.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 20. 56. 56. Express. Stop here, D. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On 1st down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Peyton. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Saquon Barkley running right. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the clock. Watch the
second down. Here's Cunningham. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. To throw on third down. Cunningham flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on, fellas. 45 to Mike.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Cunningham looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Time to go. Night. Go. 45.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Randy Moss, 35 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Throwing again. Cunningham. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
45. Mike, 45.
Now Cunningham. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Oh, a nice spin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Newton. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
20. Express.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to, and this is caught inside the 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action under short.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built lead, now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
SOS. 8. SOS. Express. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. We all
To throw again. Newton. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cunningham slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for L.A. 65 yards.
In your face.
Out of gun here. It's Cunningham. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's in for a Charger touchdown from 4 yards out. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken short. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He got 29 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Check 20. 8. Express.
To the air again, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And some room to work. 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
They should have known. They should have known.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This will be taken very short.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Newton on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
On second and inches, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver. Third down here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
20.
Check 99.
20.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Man open, it's Moss, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Check, before you go. I got you. I got you. Echo, echo. Check my 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Right here, right here.
Throwing again. Cunningham. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kevin Green able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on third and long. Cunningham. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers, his second sack of the night. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 26, check 26.
On fourth down, Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline.